All right, moving on to more SEO talk for the next question, which is how do you vet an SEO or a marketing agency before hiring so you don't get burned? Um, yeah, so I started this business, you know, basically to help prevent this because I was seeing it with my father's law firm, and I think there's a difference between charlatans and just people who are not great at SEO, and so there's kind of like different layers of getting burned here. The one that sticks out the most to me are um, these companies that are going to do like 12-month or 24-month contracts, and they're really more legal directories. This is going to be a red flag, as if they're going to lock you into a 12 to 24-month contract. SEO does take time. I think you should stick with an agency, at least 6 months, potentially a year. But if you're seeing like red flags right after the beginning of the relationship, and they're not, putting any time in and really doing research for you, or, keeping you up to date on what's going on, anything like that, like you should have the ability to get out and go find somebody who's like the business is more important to, and they're going to do a better job. So I would ask them questions, before hiring. And the ones I like to focus on, because it's our ethos, and I think it's the most the best way to win trust and keep clients happy is, looking at successful case studies, right? Have you done my type of law before, and have you done it successfully, right? Because people will conflate a bunch of different results. Maybe they got years ago, maybe they've done it a couple times for family law, but never done it for these other folks. And there's an enormous amount of crossover with all these practice areas, but if you don't want to be kind of their first test run, right? You don't want to have them learning on the job. And so finding somebody with consistent results, don't have to all be perfect. And I think that's a bar that's unreasonable, that they're not going to ever have anything that doesn't work. But you will find people who are more consistently than not hitting the mark, and they need to be able to show you that, and they need to be able to show you real revenue impact on their client's bottom line, not just some vanity metrics and one or two reviews. The more of that social proof, actual results, spend a lot of time drilling into that. And that's going to be your best gauge, because marketers are good talkers, right? Just like lawyers. And they're going to be able to tell you things that sound great, but 90% of all of this is in the follow through, right? Anybody can pitch a great plan, and the disconnect I see often is the pitch plan. Everything sounds great. They're promising the moon, and then the actual execution of it is garbage. And that's really, I think, where most people get frustrated and get burned by these folks who insist they're going to get them these results, but then ultimately just drop it and drop the ball and are no good. So spend your time up front. Don't jump into it, and look around, ask around, interview them. It's okay not to bite on the first go around, but do your due diligence and look for the proof. All right. If I'm trying, we already touched on this. If I'm trying DIY SEO, so I think we'll go ahead and skip that one and move on to